we have a number of new product releases. Probably the biggest one is the SQ40, the full automatic couplers for the smaller compact excavators. And then of course we also have the third generation 틸트로테이터s that we are now building out with the bigger brother and the smaller brother to the XTR20. Everybody who has an excavator and who knows how long time it takes to switch a hydraulic work tool. If you try it once, you will never go back to working without. I can tell you from own experience, because I have one myself. Switching work tools in seconds is just amazing. You will start working in a way that you never did before.
Good morning. Well, yeah, we are launching SQ40 at Bauma 2025. This launch is really important for us because we have had all the other SQs, the 50, the 60, the 70, the 80, all those that go into demolition. We've been hearing the demand from the customers that are using our products for many, many years that we need it on the 40. Now, finally, we have the product here. It's going to be a great launch. We've tested the product for a considerable amount of time, so we're sure that the product is ready to be delivered. Yes, Steelers has always been pushing for standards. It's good for the industry, it's good for the end user, it's good for the manufacturers. So now that we're coming with the SQ40, we're making sure that it follows the S40 symmetrical standard that's already been out there, meaning that customers that already own attachments with S40 will not have to relug their attachments just to adapt to the SQ40. So our SQ40 comes with the standard S40 sizes. We're not making the coupler wider, we're not making the coupler longer in order to fit the hydraulic couplings. We think that's a great advantage for the customer.
Japanese customer is using mini excavator. It is a very good news for Japanese customer. Sometimes customer is request me is SQ40, but this time I'm very happy to announce for new product SQ40. We will show SQ40 is a CSPI of June. We can show SQ40 for many business. It's very successful. Is registered entities for our series 틸트로테이터s. If customer using our product we will get new point. This point used for next government job. It's very easy to get a new job.
The SQ40 goes perfectly for your typically 4 to 7 ton machines. And this is definitely a size class that is very popular in Asia, and it's good for entrance model because a lot of people who are completely new to tilt rotators, they want to go a little bit smaller first. So they want to go with a smaller unit width, prove the concept for themselves and for the teams. So I think the SQ40 is a brilliant size class for our markets. Sometimes you feel a little bit crazy that standards is not in our industry. Depending on which manufacturer you buy the couplers from, they don't match if there is not a standard. And this is really what OpenS is about. We're defining the interface on our couplers. You have the male side and you have the female side of the coupler. The inside of the components can be very different between the manufacturers, but the outer interface, the shapes, the width, the dimensions of the couplers, how they are located. These are the outer dimensions that are completely synchronized, verified between the members of the OpenS.
The SQ40 product is long awaited in the US market. It's been highly sought after for a long time. I think it's going to set a new standard for sure in North America. You're looking at getting 18 gallons a minute through the fittings, which is going to be huge for our market, as well as having the ability to have multiple functions. Now customers are going to be able to run their tilt rotator and then drop their tilt rotator and maybe grab a flail mower, maybe grab a high flow attachment, and then go back into their tilt rotator without having to worry about flow restrictions, back pressure restrictions. They'll be able to run hammers as well. Most likely going to see it heavily in the hardscape industry, in the boulder wall building industry, simply because they're able to grab a rotating grapple or grab a tilt rotator, go back and forth between buckets, grapples, and everything without getting out of the cab of the machine. So it's going to be very important for the North American market now that we're able to offer pretty much an entire family portfolio of SQ products. We're starting to pick up quite a bit in the SQ50 and the SQ60 market. and a lot of it is to complement the 70s, the 80s, and 90s that we already have. Now, once we introduce the 40, a lot of demolition companies in the select demo, they now have the option to kind of fill that need that they already have on their larger machines. It's going to be a game changer for the North American market.